Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 Immortal Empires, where today, hopefully we make short work of the rest of this elven nonsense, because we have to get back to the only thing in the world that has ever mattered, fighting dwarves. Just always and forever. So many dwarves. Alright, we can hit Val's Anvil this turn.
Demon Prince.
I reckon we oughta. What did I lose? Why am I short a unit here? Well, we should probably put something in the space. Apparently there are marauders here in the forest somehow?
Serve the four. God Maker.
Alright, I'm gonna put you in replenishment mode. We're just gonna...
Moving.
We can still show up to a battle as reinforcements.
Dark Princeling. Murder them.
We may siege this for a turn, though, just to give Bellicor a chance to heal. Well, you know, it says casualties low. We should probably take it. We gotta keep moving. We gotta get out of this forest.
Unleash the bloodlust.
Alright, burn this and run.
And burn.
Okay, some armor we don't really need.
I have
Yeah,
risen.
that'll do. I just want to get out of this forest. This other elf faction can, like, backfill all this stuff. That's fine.
Now is my
But
time.
we have done what we needed to do. And now we just need to prevent Orion's folk from reclaiming any of it. I don't know where Orion himself is. Maybe he's injured right now? He chose a really unfortunate time to not be available to play defense, though. Alright, this stuff is all trivial. Over here, this is where the problems are. This is where all the Jesus... Look at all the problems! And how are there this many dwarves left in the whole world? Okay.
Demon.
How are people doing? We're pretty much ready to roll.
Valkyr the Bloody.
Yeah, these armies are ready to move. The question is just where and how at this point. We could go through the Black Iron Mine. So we suspect this is Karaza Karakland, right? If we back up and go through this pass, it's a lot harder for the dwarves to jump us. We're almost certainly going to lose control of Black Crag, but that's fine. That was always a temporary maneuver. Yeah, I think let's go that way.
Paths of chaos.
There's just fewer people over here to cause trouble.
Corn's Way.
Okay.
My magic is yours. I move when fate decrees. Never stop.
All right, here we go. A little bit of visibility. How do they have multiple armies back here recruiting when the... Okay. Infinite money. The answer is infinite money. It is. It must be. There is no other answer available. This isn't even going to do anything. We're just out. We're out of technology that matters.
Shadows clear.
Yeah. Okay. Who else? What else were we doing? Sigvald, what are you up to? Oh, right. This stuff. The Great Vampire Wars.
Destruction for all.
Who are these grotesqueries?
Well,
Spread ruin on them.
Fool. The Dark Prince.
okay. We definitely need a little bit of replenishment time. Grenstadt is pretty much undefended. Okay, a different dwarf faction took that back.
I have no time for this.
So does that mean that the Karakern just has this one settlement? It does indeed. Maybe we just knock them out real quick.
Adoring hordes agree.
There's one less problem to have to deal with later.
Despoilers come.
Okay, I do think that's going to be my plan. However,
I'll move when
I think it's a plan that we're going to approach slowly.
Bring ruin.
All right, let's keep these two together for the moment. And
Yes, my ruinous powers!
you two. Oh, that's right. Wood elves.
Demon Prince!
God, I can't believe how much vampiric corruption there is. I mean, it seems to be decreasing at least.
Undivided!
Alright, you're gonna go to Carrick-Cadron for a turn. While you chase wood elves.
For all chaos!
And Baradon is trying to siege Templehof by himself seems foolhardy. But I'm not really sure what else to do, frankly. Just go to Castle Drakenhof and wait?
Glorifying act!
Wait for a better opportunity with fewer giant vampire armies nearby, or...
Destruction for all!
Interesting.
You what?
Yeah, you know what? I'm not too worried about that. That army is very conquerable. Okay. Yep, Hivald has unassigned spell points because he has literally nowhere to assign spell points. Feels like it should probably stop telling me that.
Your skulls for me.
Also, hooray for something to spend our money on. Okay, I'm not too worried about the Empire recovering their footing. Seems like we probably have it under control. Oh, also up here, sure. We do have effectively infinite money. All right, let's just keep an eye on all of these flags if it will allow us to. Nope, it won't. Yep, super glad that that camera move happened. I really needed to see that thing happen, that guy move 8 feet. So I'm not 100% sure what it is that the orcs were massing up for. It might be to fight me, but it also could be, like, honestly, with the AI, who knows? Could be they're planning a double cross or something. Could be, I don't know what else is around there that they would fight.
No need to summon.
But even that, I don't think is necessarily good enough evidence that they're coming after us. It is kind of wild how much, like how much straining there obviously is to bring up that diplomacy screen and then put it back down while still trying to run the whole enemy turn sequence thing. And it feels like the game could save itself a lot of trouble by just not asking me for bad alliances. Just don't make requests that I'm going to say no to for sure. Okay, specific region belonging to Crag is showing great devotion. Nope, we're not taking a movement range penalty. So, I mean, they know exactly what we're doing. They have agents all over us. Clan Engrund and Ironbrow, and like, they are all 100% focused on me, it looks like. Very annoying. Oh, hey, look, it's Imric himself.
Idea.
Well,
I foresee destruction.
We could go even further around. I don't think we need to do that. And we can't get past the Black Iron Mine without taking it over. I think I am going to do that, by the way. We are... Oh. Wait, this army can't... Oh, no, never mind. The auto-resolve button's right there. Y'all, it's been a long day. Yeah, we'll go ahead and occupy this. We'd be stuck just sitting here either way.
Now they will see true power.
But now we have a little bit of friendly territory to work with. What was I going to do with your last point? I was probably going to take one of these other redline skills. Yeah. So monsters or cavalry? Monsters. That makes sense.
Is that the best they could give us?
Everybody in this game loves yelling so much. So we probably do not
Sweet
need to have all of our forces wait here. There aren't enough enemies in positions to threaten us. Like, good work, Crom, but I think we're going to push through.
Damned with power. Good. I foresee destruction.
Spill blood for corn.
All right, I think he's going to get to run away. It's fine. It's especially fine because we actually have the ability to move far enough to finish the job.
Move.
Hetwoman.
Valkia has a ton of movement. That rules.
Violence and death.
Also, she loves violence and death. What else could you ask for? All right, so that'll buy us a little bit of movement here.
Chaos incarnate. The deluge of slaughter.
You know what? Just take it. I was gonna take up the position and figure it out next turn, but
Leave it standing.
let's just go ahead and take control here.
Eternal
So this thing has salt. What does salt do for us? Growth in all regions after winning a battle. That's interesting. Would have been cool to have, like, earlier. We'll just set up the replenishment thing here.
There will always be blood. Bloodshed awaits.
There we go. This stuff's all temporary, but I think it's worth having temporarily, at least.
Such meager resistance.
I guess we'll grab treason. It seems fine. I don't know if we're ever actually going to cast that. Deadly Onslaught, on the other hand, we will definitely use. You are almost ready to become a demon. Okay, we're gonna be in Dwarfland proper again, really soon.
dark master. Deathbringer.
Okay, it is worth like hard marching to get out of here, I think. Even though we're kind of badly injured. I just want to be done. I just want to be done with the forest.
Do not stop.
That is correct. Do not stop. Running always, forever.
The slaughter begins.
So Brion is pretty badly defended. Okay, Orion's back. Yeah, he must have been injured. Well, let's try to knock out some of his heroes.
Choose me, master.
Just weaken this army slightly as we approach.
You have my faith. One.
handsome and lethal. A beautiful decision. The gods direct me.
Actually, if I put you in march mode, yeah, okay, you could just provide backup right now. We should probably just do this. Circle.
Never.
Hail the slot!
There we go. Still wants to kill my one of my units of. Oh, those guys are only Chaos Warriors too. Hold on a second.
Attack!
If I turn them into Chosen, does it change the outcome? Does it let them live?
Wipe them out!
Remarkably, yes. That was what it took. Alright. You know what? We're going to take this too.
I am
And same deal here, just the building that helps you heal.
Now is chaos. Moving now.
This seems pretty important to me.
The gods.
Giving us a little bit of a place to like recover safely, a place that will be spreading chaos corruption.
Good. Now we see.
Okay, you are almost max level, and that's right, you are also out of things to spend points on.
The spoilers come.
Okay, so this part over here, interesting. Trelon did not flee as much as I was expecting.
Killing will be all the easier.
Yeah, it's definitely enough to keep away from me, but maybe we can change that. The army's mostly in pretty good shape. I am going to try to
I go.
sneak out here and ambush them.
Here we proud.
You would think ambushes would be way less frequent and successful, given the amount of shouting that everyone is always doing. Okay, so that's 4.
Is unthinkable.
Does it look like... Well, their land definitely doesn't extend in all directions. I'm still a little worried that we're going to find out this is only some of their remaining settlements. Actually, oh, they're down to 5. And this is 4 of them. So it may very well be the case that their settlements were in, like, 2 chunks over the entirety of the world, and one of them has fallen. Whoever was around noticed. They saw the moment of weakness and they pounced.
Now is chaos.
I do kind of want to just go grab this. But I've lost sight of that dwarf army, and I am concerned that they've laid an ambush for me. I think maybe we just don't do anything with old Baradon here.
The gods of chaos. Ah, the slaughter begins.
Okay, you've done a fine job.
I see you, coward.
I don't think it's going to take very much time at all to finish off this this elf thing now. Now that we are all but out of the forest. You know, we hit them where they were strongest already. And I mean, like, sure, none of them were home and we faced 0 resistance. But also... Also, I forgot where I was going with this. It's also possible, I want to say, like, it could very well be the case that the dwarves just had 8 contiguous settlements in that mountain range. It would seem a little strange to me. Yep, this is fine. Of course, it was an army from Karaza Karak that did it, so now we have to retake that to wipe them out. It's fine. It's fine. We'll have armies come in through the portal and stuff. We'll get it done. It is possible that it was all in one area. It just seemed unlikely to me given the number of settlements, and I think I explained the logic behind that. But if it really was one contiguous settlement and they're down to 5 now, that means somebody else is picking on them from the other side, which is just wonderful news. Unfortunately, given how everybody seems to feel about us, it may well be that the case that once that other player to the dwarves south probably becomes aware of us, they may declare war immediately. That kind of thing definitely happens.
Are but lambs to the slaughter. The world.
Very interesting.
Call me master.
Why did Orion bail out of the castle as we were approaching?
To break them. There shall be.
Seems strange, doesn't it? Let's let the second army show up before I go pressing this button.
I have risen. For now. Destroy all. There is no escape from the dark.
There we go. Overwhelming numbers. What the fuck?
True demonic glory.
That's like a full turn's movement in a direction that isn't the direction he was approaching the city from. Well, that's very annoying. That, to be perfectly honest with you, that move probably bought Brian an extra turn.
The Dark Master Ascendant. You dare.
Okay.
Moving now.
We are going at least this far. So every settlement gets its own army.
It's a chance for
In addition to the, 7 other armies they have. Even though
find the fight.
we know they have no functional economy, and we just burned a lot of their biggest recruitment buildings.
This world offers so many opportunities to fight.
Stay unseen, pawns. Yes. Oh, yes.
I don't think anybody's going to try to come over here and fight us. So the ambush mode isn't about that. It's just about giving the defenders a false count of how many armies they're going to have to deal with.
Are you a god?
So the Red Duke is fully guarding Swartzhafen, maybe? I don't know. I guess that means Tempelhof is a lot less guarded than it otherwise might have been. Where did those elves even... Huh. They disappeared, or they went into ambush mode, Could be either, I guess.
There shall be no rest. Into darkness.
Alright, we're just gonna go replenish at Eschen, and then we can try to put up some pressure here.
Mortality is such weakness.
Yeah, and I think you're just not gonna be able to do anything for a minute.
For chaos.
Witness my beauty.
All right, do we want to get aggressive here? I think I'm gonna let's sit for one turn while Sigvald regains his sea legs, so to speak, his battle legs.
Yes, my Lord of Change.
Come on. There we go.
Moving now.
Trying to get the arrow not to just point to the settlement. Okay, this is it, in theory.
Yes, my lords.
Alright, the exhaustion really doing a number on us. Probably can't do anything of value.
I seize, I move.
Alright, are all of our garrisoned lords garrisoned on purpose? Sigvald is...
Mine. Agreed. Mortals will quail.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. That is a horrible name that that demon had. I mean, fitting, but, you know, horrible to know, really. Horrible to witness with any of your senses. Alright, what do the dwarves have this turn? Seems like maybe nothing. Nothing's fine. We can handle nothing. Now, it's not clear to me whether Karazakarak's armies are headed toward our armies, or if they're massed up just kind of like in that area west of us doing something else. But I think we're going to find out pretty fucking soon. Within this next turn or two. And I guess once we have a sense of their priorities, we'll know better how exactly we need to respond to them. Oh no, they're seeing through my ambushes. Okay, they are legitimately trying to lay ambushes around this stuff. Oh. The Godslayer got jumped by a Wood Elf agent.
The first demon prince.
There sure are a lot of those.
Chaos incarnate. Harbinger. Into darkness. The demonic host. There is favor to be had.
Alright. So Orion, rather than trying any resettlement shenanigans, just went home to play defense at his faction's final settlement. Seems pretty reasonable to me. Okay, it sure does look like they are headed straight for us, like directly for our faces.
Deathbringer.
The Gore Queen!
Yeah, Valkyria's troops are ready.
By my black will!
We shall weave.
Unrelenting murder!
Yeah, I'm gonna take this with just her stack, and let's burn it.
Corpses, ash and rubble!
Oh, she ran all the way back out into the pass. That's really not where I wanted her to be. My hope with sending her forward like that was that we could use the other three armies to just push past Spite Peak. But given the way that worked out, and the position she's left in, I think somebody needs to stay and play guard.
Dark princeling. Destruction.
I think we got... It's got to be Talson.
Concealed.
Alright, so try to be stealthy.
Now they will see true power. Ready.
Alright, we got to move together because there are lots of hostiles.
never stop. I think not.
Alright, yeah. I think that's about the best we're going to be able to do. I'm hoping this army will just continue on, but you know, if they want to make a thing of it, we can certainly fight them. There's still so much travel left in this plan. We are not as close as I would like.
Eternal blasphemy! Serve the foe! Ascended!
It does kind of look like the rest of our allies are getting in position to help us out with this, at least.
Dominance.
I'm going to give Sigvald one more turn here.
Yes,
Yeah, this army could use it as well. Alright, so Sigvald and Mercy are all set. Baradon, I think, is all set. Yeah.
To savor.
Can you reach this?
Zinch needs your soul.
Yeah, let's go knock Felix out of Gotrek and Felix's army.
What is that?
I don't really know these characters too well. They're definitely like from the Warhammer lore. So that makes me worried, you know? That makes me think they could be potentially quite powerful.
I am chaos made manifest.
Okay, all of that stuff is probably unimportant. Let's get to the murders. Sorry, let's get to no murders at all while the enemy turn sequence is running. Only I am allowed to murder. It is going to be kind of tedious if the backfield, like after we finish taking out everything, all of the stuff that the dwarves currently have, and like burning our way through little bits of Imric's territory and stuff. If that Karaza Karak army follows and just keeps resettling things behind us, it's gonna be very annoying.
You summoned the first prince.
Skarsnik wants a military alliance. I do not. No thank you. I already have access to your giant awesome spider monsters. What more could a girl want? God, look at the density of them. Okay, here's Clan Eshin, though. Right near Black Iron. Maybe we're going to get some help after all. And I'd be perfectly happy with them having it. I don't even want it. I just didn't want the AI to have it. Well, we're gonna hope. We're gonna put some hope in the AI there. Perhaps foolish. Okay, a new plague among us. Snurgle corruption. It's everywhere. I think that's fine. I think we're fine with that.
Time to attack.
Alright, this is just a shitty little outpost, but even so... It's an outpost containing an army with a lot of very fancy units in it, and
Tread
Orion's a
the
big
paths of
deal.
Chaos. Time to die.
I'm allowed to subjugate them, but no thanks. Jeez, even the trait you get from him is, like, first of all, ridiculously alphy, and secondly, like, pretty bad.
Deathbringer. There shall be ruin.
Alright, the good news here is that even though we are not loved, we could just use that portal. What's the timer on the next portal? 4 turns?
boon.
Yeah, it probably makes sense to go and just go and handle that the portal way rather than waiting to set down a new portal. Sorry, I'm a little distracted here. I think we're probably going to have to cut this episode a little bit short. There's a thing occurring that I'm going to have to deal with here. But let's run one more sequence of enemy turns. So we can hit Dringo Rakaz now.
For murder. The glory of war.
This time,
As long as we stay together, we should be okay.
Skulls for the Skull Throne!
Yep, nope, just encircle it now.
for all chaos.
For Khorne!
I think, given the position of that dwarf army, I'm going to go ahead and just take this one over. Okay, 40 melee attack is pretty strong.
Sword Maiden of the Blood God!
Mostly because I'm worried about her. If I hit raise, I'm worried about her deciding to run all the way back into them.
Mistress of Skulls!
Which is a ridiculous thing to have to be concerned about. But it is, I think, a thing we have to be concerned about.
Karnith's awakened!
And then now that that's done...
Are you a god?
Yeah, this is going to be trouble. They have just like a few too many dwarves in this area. Also, why does Misty Mountain have to be like such a pain in the ass to get to?
Let's be about this. Need a boon. My lord, Zinch agrees.
Alright, try not to let them see us coming.
A ruinous triumph.
Well, I don't know where those vampire armies went. Never mind. Yeah, I mean, they're not close enough to Castle Templehof to ward us off too much. I think I'm going to go for it. I think they walked away from it just enough to empower me to go for it.
Bring them to ruin.
It is so hard to get your units to move up together.
Destruction awaits. Ravage them.
Alright, decisive victory, low casualties. Not as low as I might like. I think I'm going to take this over. We're going to do the same thing here. We're trying really hard to suppress all this vampiric corruption.
A glorifying act.
Alright, should definitely grab the Withering as well.
True demonic glory.
Yeah,
Useful
that'll do for now.
adornments.
Do you have enough movement left to... You do, hooray!
Commences soon.
Hopefully the camp can protect you from all of the vampire nonsense that's going on around here all of the time, apparently.
Spread ruin on them.
Okay, Mercy and Sigvald. We probably want to take this opportunity
Bring ruin.
to cut in on Gredstadt, and then from there through the rest of this stuff. How many settlements does this faction have in total? Is it 3? It is 3. Okay, so we can see the entirety of their empire right now, pretty trivially.
Now, bring them to ruin.
Yeah. Right? Hold on.
Unleash chaos.
I should probably bring my other army over here, at the very least. But that's pretty clean. Try to keep the forces together in case of dwarves and whatnot. Do I want to take this over? Like, how badly do I want to try to really stamp out all of the corruption? Or rather, you know, just replace it with my own. I think this we don't need.
Who are these grotesqueries?
You still don't have things to spend points on.
Chaos.
You sure do, though.
A glorifying act.
To be perfectly honest with you, I don't think it's going to matter very much what I choose here.
Despoilers come.
Fool. Yes, it is so.
Alright, one of us has the wherewithal to get back into encampment mode. This is a lot of dwarf army. If they turned around on me, I don't know if they'd be able to make it back, especially with there being like a river running through the middle of the land they'd have to cross. But I am definitely feeling... That's not what I wanted. I'm definitely feeling a little exposed out here. And with that, it looks like everybody's been given their orders and everything.
A ruinous triumph.
There's not a lot of scouting left to do, unfortunately. Haven't seen his usefulness come to an end here.
You play in the dark.
He is actually like high level and well trained. We could integrate him back into one of the armies. I don't know which one. I think they all have pretty high level casters in them at this point. Okay. It does not really look like Karazakrak's armies are turning around to face us down here. It seems like they're still occupied by whatever they were doing west of the mountains. Yep, this is fine. Oh, we get an interception. Gotrek is running right into my brilliant plan. Leadership up on these trolls. Spell resistance, probably not meaningful. Movement speed. You know, the faster you move, the faster you get where you're going, and the faster you can just start shooting fire at whatever it is you were supposed to be shooting fire at. Alright, so we caught one of those armies trying to move out of that pass. That gives me hope. They don't see any reason in particular to stay or to fight over it. God, there are so many dwarves in this area. You gotta wonder, who builds the infrastructure? Who sets up the infrastructure for that many troops? Seems like a logistical nightmare. And I guess logistical nightmare is what they're going for with the way that army upkeep costs rise very, very sharply with additional armies for many factions. Fortunately, we don't seem to be having that same problem. Alright, that's a lot of stuff that happened. But yeah, they don't really seem to be in pursuit. Yeah, this army can take Crooked Fang, and you know what, y'all? I'm starting to feel pretty hopeful that we are actually like real close to the end of this. We have to finish this off, And then we have to still bring down the Empire, but the Empire looked like it was on its last legs when last we checked anyway, so I'm not anticipating a huge amount of difficulty with that. I think, for the moment, things are just going pretty well. So that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I know this is a little shorter than the episodes usually are, but real-life situations arise. So, when you come back next time, I think we might actually be able to finish these dwarves off. Just these, just this one clan. Because obviously, taking them all out would be a bit of an ordeal. But we're going to do that, and then we will turn our eyes to the final sunset of man. And we'll see you then.